Hey YouTube, welcome back. This is Ricky with Shoe Monster Tech, and today we're looking at another EDC knife. This one's called Kansept Kyro, and this is the D2 version. So this is more the budget version than the more expensive version of the Kyro they have out there. But let's want to do a shout out before we get into the nitty gritties and all the goodies. This knife was provided to me by Tier 1 Gear and EDC Reviews. So go check him out. He's got a channel of his own. He reviews everyday carry stuff like knives, etc. So go check him out. He's got an Instagram page too. Speaking of Instagram pages, check out mine, Shoe Monster Tech on Instagram. Got some cool photos on there. You guys go ahead and give me a follow on there. That'd be awesome. Okay, so let's get into the specs of this flipper. Overall length on this is 8.08 inches. Blade length is 3.58 inches. Cutting edge is 3.75 inches. Blade width is 1.125 inches. Blade thickness is 0.15 inches. This is the D2 steel. We got the drop point style blade. The blade grind on this is flat. Finish on this is black, flat black, right? Edge plain, edge type is plain. Handle length on this is 4.5 inches. Handle width is 1 inch, and handle thickness is 0.51 inches, so about a ½ inch. This is the carbon fiber material. I don't think it's all the way through. I think it's just like a laminate carbon fiber. So that's that. And of course the color on this one here is black. So the weight on this knife is 4.14 ounces. So to me, it's above the 3.0 ounces. So it's not really considered a light carry. So you definitely gonna notice this is in your pocket, but it's not too bad, honestly, for the size of the knife. It is a right hand user, and it's manual with that flipper. It does have a frame lock, as you can see there. So bam, and it doesn't drop shut completely. You gotta give it kind of a little wiggle, and it does drop shut. So that's that. Let's see, this is made from China, and it is considered an everyday carry knife. So that's that. Let's do some size comparisons. Let's see, let's bust out my KB237. Yeah, so it's actually pretty close to that, and this is one of my bigger knives. I don't have a lot of big knives. I like my smaller everyday carry knives. That's just me. But that's, you know, they're both flippers, so these are actually pretty dang similar as far as you know, size goes. So what else we got here? Let's do the Rat 1. That'd be a good size comparison, right? Let's see if I can get this flicked out. I haven't broken this one in yet. So the Rat 1 is just a hair bigger than the Kyro. Yep, as you can see there. And let's look at the blade stock, right? The blade stock is actually thicker on this than the Rat 1. So that's interesting. So it's definitely a rugged knife, for sure. All right, let's look at the Rat 1, or I'm sorry, the Rat 2. We just did the Rat 1, didn't we? Yeah. So yeah, you can tell it's definitely bigger. You can tell how much bigger it is compared to the Rat 2. And same with the mini grip. And what else do we have? I think I've got the Para 3. Here it is. So good size comparisons. So she is a bit bigger, and that's why I was saying earlier for the 4.14 ounces, you know, it's not a light carry, but for its size, it's, you know, it's expected, right? Yeah, sure, why not? All right. So let's get into the pros and cons of this knife. Before I do that, let's compare this to a Sharpie. So as you can see, the Sharpie is longer when it's closed. When you have this in your pocket here, you do notice this. I mean, you're carrying it, it is tip up when you do carry. And yes, your clip here is titanium. So, but you don't really, I don't really feel this. I don't carry anything else in my pockets where my knife goes, so it's not a big deal to me. I mean, if you carry other things, maybe a EDC flashlight in the same pocket, and you're trying to grab for that flashlight, you might snag on this a little bit. But not a huge deal breaker for me. Like I said, I don't really carry anything else in my knife pocket, so that's that. Let me just go ahead and tell you guys, this thing is super fidgety. I can get my middle flick on here, and I've been messing with this thing, you know, for the past few days like crazy. Just can't help it. So it's a great little flipper. But okay, all right, let's get into the pros and cons. We'll start off with the cons on this. So I think maybe the weight on this is just a little too much. It's not a huge deal by any means because of the size of the knife. So really and truly, should it be a con? Yeah, I like my lighter carries, that's just me. So it's gonna be a small little bit of a con for me. Not a huge deal at all. I wish there was a little bit more jimping. I think I say that with most of the knives I review, because I absolutely love jimping. That's just one of my things on here. So it does have pretty good aggressive jimping right here on the back of the blade, as you can see. But maybe throw a little bit more right there. I'd like to see something, you know, along the lines right here. But you know, that's that. As far as the another con goes, a small one is the forward finger choil here. I mean, you can get a good purchase right just like that, but as far as coming up to here, it's really nothing there, because I mean, you can, if you lightly do it and you kind of bring your finger back towards the back end of the knife, if you try to like lean it towards forward, yeah, she's definitely gonna bite. So as you can see, there you go. But you know, that's that. It's just for anybody who likes that, you know, finger choil to be there. But you definitely can. I mean, you can bring and grip it towards the back of that flipper there, and you can get a good grip. Don't get me wrong. It's just if you try to bring that finger up forward, she's gonna bite. So she hasn't bit me. I've been aware when I'm using her. Really and truly, I think as far as the price point goes, I think it's on par. I mean, it's $68 on Blade HQ. I'm sorry. I'll put the links down in the descriptions. But I mean, I think it's reasonable. Maybe drop it down. It does have a titanium clip, so maybe that's why they kept it at $68 and didn't drop it down to, you know, because you can find other D2 Steel's blades budget knives out there for around $50, maybe a little cheaper than that. So I mean, it's not a big deal. It's a good knife, it really is. And that brings me to the cons, or I'm sorry, the pros, right? So the pros, the biggest pro on this I've noticed is the action of this knife. Like I was talking about before, the fidget factor, it's amazing. I have no complaints whatsoever on the action of this knife. You can open it up in different ways. You know, you can use your thumb, you can flip it, and the flipper is very smooth on here. I dig that a lot. And of course I can do that middle flick there, middle finger flick. So that's probably the biggest pro for me. Second pro is the looks. This is the all black, you know, blackout version. So she looks very, very slick. I'd probably rather see G10, which they do have a G10 version. That's just me. I love G10 handles, but this carbon fiber, she works just fine. It looks great. Another pro on here is the hardware they use. I believe these are going to be the T8s instead of the T6s here. So T6s tend to strip more, especially for me because I'm clumsy when I'm taking apart knives or working on something. So yeah, that's a pretty big pro for me. Another good pro is the purchase you get on it. It's very comfortable in hand. I mean, I was talking about the finger choil here. Even that's, you know, as long as you bring your finger back, it's pretty comfortable. But as far as your main purchase for this knife, it's the grip. It feels great, and I feel like you know, I could use this knife, you know, for quite a while without my hands tiring out, getting cramped up, or anything like that. So I do like the angle they've got on the back end of this knife, the ass end of it. I'm gonna call it the butt, right? That just looks cool. I think it looks real cool. And another big pro is this clip. This is it's not super deep carry. You're probably gonna go to your pants level to about right there. So you're just gonna have just this sticking out. It's not a huge deal for me, but some people it might be. So, but as far as it sliding in and out of my pants pockets, you know, that's great. Yeah, I haven't had any issues whatsoever. Take a good look at that clip. There you go. So very smooth clip. I dig it. Of course, you can tell Tier 1 has been using this knife because it's a little bit worn out on the clip. So, yeah, by far, this overall is a really good knife. Super sharp. D2 steel. I like D2 steel as far as a budget knife. It is better than Oz 8 or 8CR, you know, all those budget steels. So for the price being $68, yeah, I can see that. I wish they'd drop it down a little bit, but you know, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, that's for sure. But yeah, so that's that. Let me guys know what you think of this knife. If you guys have one, if you have the more expensive one, let me know about that one. Let me know how the action is on that. I'm curious to know because I haven't held one. So, but as far as this budget one goes, I like it. I like it a lot. Very sleek looking. You know, it's just a good knife overall. So yeah, I'd recommend this knife to anybody who's looking for an everyday carry knife. It is going to be a little heavier than other knives out there, like your Rat 2 or your Para 3, you know, just mini grip. It's going to be a little heavier, but to me, it didn't drag me down, that's for sure, when I carried it. So that's that. Also, I want to let you guys know I do have cool stickers. So yeah, it's got that cool color thing going on it. So I'll put the links down in the descriptions. I'll give you my email if you guys want to buy one for shits and grins. You know, $5 including shipping. I figure it's a fair price. I think that's that, guys. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you guys watching, and feel free to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. You want to see more? That'd be awesome. And for you guys that have subscribed, you guys are amazing. So that's that. Hit the like button and comment down below, and you guys have a good day. Bye.